While cutting down an old tree in the forest, Mr. Thomas noticed a small movement inside a hollow. Upon closer inspection, he found a frightened, shivering baby squirrel clinging to the bark. Its nest had likely been disturbed by the falling branches. Sympathy welled up in his heart, and without hesitation, he gently cupped the tiny creature in his calloused hands and took it home. At home, the little squirrel was given a cozy box lined with warm cloth. Mr. Thomas's children named it Nutty. The family took turns feeding it milk with a dropper and watching over it as it grew stronger day by day. Nutty was full of energy and mischief, often climbing curtains and playfully nibbling at the family's socks. Time passed, and Nutty grew into a beautiful, lively squirrel with a thick, bushy tail. One spring morning, Nutty vanished into the woods. The family was heartbroken but understood that it was time for Nutty to live freely in the wild. To their surprise, a few weeks later, Nutty returned, and she wasn't alone. She had found a mate and was carrying bits of grass and leaves back to the hollow tree near the family's yard. Over the next months, the family watched in awe as Nutty's new family grew. Baby squirrels, with their tiny paws and curious eyes, filled the yard with joy and energy. Instead of keeping them away, Mr. Thomas and his family embraced their new squirrel neighbors. They provided nuts and water, watched over the baby squirrels from a distance, and marveled at how life had come full circle. Years later, as Mr. Thomas sat on the porch, watching generations of Nutty's descendants scurry around the yard, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. What began as an act of compassion had blossomed into a beautiful bond between two families, one human, one wild.